go. It's okay. I get like a 15-second buffer. It's great. I set up a 15-second buffer. So, I mean, we're running out of time, but...
You have it, though.
Yeah, you know? So we get to see if the code I put in works. What did it name the stream? No, it's calling it the Destiny 2 stream. Hold on a second.
Fix it, fool.
That's an easy fix, okay? Because you fix those on the fly. It's only because Twitch is being dumb. There you go.
All right.
Colonel Sanders Uwu.
Very.
I was like, I need a classy name, so I went with the opposite of what would be a classy name. There we go. Is it actually running? Oh, well, it has been for like 30 seconds now.
Yeah.
Uwu.
Who? What's this?
Share it to your Discord servers.
Me?
I mean, yeah, most Discord servers have that nice promotion tab. Do you not?
No.
That's sad.
I mean, I don't have many that do that.
Most have a promotions tab.
Yeah, I just...
So, you know, this is the kind of stuff I get done before I press start. And then I forgot to do this before I would press start.
It's not the, like, yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, it's not like I don't want to share it. Or no, it's not that I probably can't share it. It's probably just more or less depending on the audience. You know what I mean?
I'll live. Any audience is better than no audience.
Any audience is better than no audience.
All right. Are we actually running audio through this as well? It's okay, nobody's watching yet, so we still have time to troubleshoot. It's true.
It's online.
Huh?
I don't see it online. Oh.
Colonel Sanders, Uwu.
It says it's online, but there's nothing coming through.
Come through, Don you!
There's nothing coming through.
What do you want?
The Twitch app.
No, off of the Moon's Haunted, because we have the new link. Okay, we got it through. It's okay, it's going, we're good. Hold on a second.
We are experienced in this, in all areas.
Hey, I haven't done a PC setup in a solid month? 2, 3?
It took you a month just to think about it.
I listen, PC is not my forte, okay? I'm going to throw this at Mal as well. Alright. Yeah, we're still at the point where we get to manually send out invitations. Nice. Worst case, they miss it, and then I force them to watch it later.
Because who doesn't like it when you force your decisions upon other people? Yes.
There we go. All right, now we're ready to go. We're rolling. I had to make sure things weren't broken, okay?
I figured.
New game.
Let's do it.
Tell us your name.
Uwu.
What kind of uwu?
Just already uwu.
We're uwu.
We're uwooing.
I'm new student uwu. As in, your name is uwu or you're a new student uwu? Ooh.
That looks good.
Biscuits.
That looks real good.
You know, you're going to have to project to get this mic.
I'm sorry.
You know that too.
I'm not used to it though.
It's all about using that voice in the back of your head. All right, you narrating or me?
You can. I know you like voice acting.
Huh?
I know you like voice acting.
Ha! You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. You're voicing the main character, though.
Oh, okay.
The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now. Your first day of culinary school is no time to sleep in. Smack that clock up and at him, or throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. Well, I know which one I do, but I feel like I really want to date Colonel Sanders, and getting up seems like the answer.
Alright.
Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that waits at your prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. The prestigious University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning. Wow, that is a mouthful.
Academy for learning, though.
Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by and you find your imagination getting away from you. I feel attacked.
You need to take this seriously.
I-
This is your future.
Yes, that is what I tell myself every day.
This is your future in the culinary business that is fast food industry.
Oh, do I need to take this seriously then?
So, you don't need a college degree for this.
Oh, daydream?
So daydream.
It's here, finally, your first day of culinary school. So many dishes to prepare, so many students to meet. Actually, you're going to a culinary school. This isn't fast food. Your goal is to not be fast food.
But
Your
KFC
mind
is
is
fast
swimming with the possibilities when you realize you're running late. You grab a biscuit and burst out the door in a hurry. Mmm,
Is that like a leftover KFC?
delicious. Just what you needed to wake up those taste buds. Okay, good. We're actually streaming. Just when you need to wake up those taste buds. Yikes! You're in such a hurry, in fact, you forgot to put any deodorant on before running out the door. You're sweating buckets as you rush to arrive in time. Uh-oh. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, TM.
That's such a dumb name for a culinary school.
Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it.
Good morning, Uwu. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Actually, I'm...
Because I am.
excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous.
This uwu person.
What the? Wait, am I Uwu or are you Uwu?
You're uwu.
What?
I guess you're uwu and Miriam.
Why? Okay.
There's
I
more
don't-
characters in this
you-
game.
You
Would you like me to voice Miriam?
go be Miriam.
It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm not good? What if I fail?
Jesus.
Classic Miriam. Raised by MasterChef parents, she's always held herself to a very high standard.
Ever since. Wait,
You're uwu.
you're confusing me. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box, it's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're gonna do great.
But with University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, famous 3-day-only semesters, I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up.
Boy, do I feel that.
I feel attacked.
3-day only. More like we. I feel like that's the attack on all the students who wait till the last 3 days to actually do a grow.
That face, though.
A sweet girl, Miriam has always had a flair for the dramatic, as you can tell by her giant anime eyes. This summer, she got us so nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Oh my.
She chipped a tooth.
Should you pep talk her or change the subject to give her some relief?
I'll let you handle this one, bud.
Do you think I know how to deal with distraught women?
No, I don't. That's
You're
why
a
I'm letting
distraught.
you choose.
You're a distraught woman.
That's why
Figure
I'm
it
letting
out.
you choose. No, I'm not gonna have any say in this.
We're going to change the subject because if I've learned anything, you avoid the problem until it goes away.
Okay.
That's what I did with my father. It's hard to see Miriam like this, and frankly, quite exhausting. Rather than dwell on her anxiety, you try to change the subject to something more interesting, like your father. Also, we've been hearing rumors about a dreamy enigmatic mystery student who is enrolled at the school.
Yeah, that's a little worrisome, but you'll be fine. Now, how about this mystery student that we read about on the school message board? Any new deets?
Oh, get this. I heard his name is Harland, and he's no ordinary student.
Oh my god, I hate you.
They say he has powers. He's had him ever since he was born. From an egg.
You hate that I can do the
I
voice.
hate you. An egg, like a chicken? Don't be ridiculous. She's still crying. But that thing about having powers, it would line up with some of the other rumors I've heard. Like, I heard he once fought a bear with just a smile. Is this Lynn?
You both sigh thinking about a student so handsome that the laws of physics don't dare apply to him. Dreamy. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands and onto the ground. I would actually stab that person. I have custom burger flippers or grill
You're
equipment,
such...
and I would attack someone.
Such a culinary nerd.
Hey!
It's Ashley!
Hello.
It's Ashlega! Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. She can get anything she wants and she knows
Who
it.
spells Ashley like that?
Ashley!
Hello, Ashley!
Do you want to voice Ashley? Or am I voicing the supporting cast of this game?
You'll voice the supporting cast.
Oh, I didn't see you there, chicken shins.
That's beautiful.
You leave Ulu's shins alone. They are perfectly normal shins.
Ugh! You can't stand Ashley. Her, Ashlega. Even her name is annoying. You know for a fact that's actually Ashley. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone. When the narrator gets annoyed, you
When the
know.
narrator gets annoyed. I wonder if this is based off of an actual coworker they had or something.
If anyone here knows what perfect shins looks like, it's us. I mean, you can't see them because they're underneath the camera, but you know.
And believe me, my eyes would not be at their shins. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us.
Across the yard, you see Ashlega's best friend, Van Van the Man Man. He has stopped to look at his own reflection in the mirror. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rocking glutes.
Good God.
Van Van.
Oh God, that smile.
Oh my God.
Oh God.
Jojo! You want me to handle this guy as well? Or you want this one?
I'll take the next one. You do it.
Okay. Hey, you Ring Ring?
Jeez. I regret each and every decision I've made today.
You've never been sure what their arrangement is, but
That
as long
was-
as you've known them, Ashlega and Van Van have just been there just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious.
I can't believe that the University of Cooking School Academy of Learning would ever allow people like you to attend as students.
I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now?
Or maybe hire us as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. That's the easiest way to speak like that. Look at that hair. He is a Joestar. See that the star hair?
Basically, yeah.
Canadiana! With the first day of school about to start, there's no time, or there's just not time to properly tell these two off, so you resist the urge.
Let's go, Miriam. Miriam's been holding that pose for a while.
See you later, losers.
As you approach the door, you see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. Pop! Alright, make the noise.
I guess it's my turn now, isn't it?
Yep.
Oopsie.
Is that Pop's voice?
Oopsie. I don't know. I don't know how to make voices. I think it's broken.
I'm just feeling voice cracks. That's all I'm feeling from this man. You reach forward and easily pull the door open.
That should do the trick. I love you. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my papa. He's old.
My pop. How many licks does it take to get to the center of this popsicle? Is that the FBI at the door? Could someone like this also be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. I'm gonna do British from now on.
But if he's reading Bob upside down, that means he's probably gone his entire life just by Pop. Anyway, hi, Pop. I'm Uwu, so. Are you gonna make me hold this door all day? Nope.
And with that, the young man walks into the building ahead of you.
It's just me, or is he kind of cute?
FBI, open up. I think it's just you.
You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. You stand at the edge of the room, unsure where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. A scruffy-looking pooch takes his place at the podium in front of class. Adorable!
He has human eyes.
Sprinkles!
Why are you looking at me like that?
Are you taking care of this
You
one?
want me to voice Sprinkles?
You can voice Sprinkles.
I don't know how to voice a dog. He's on a pedestal.
He is on a pedestal, for he's a good boy. Only the best of boys can achieve pedestal status.
I'm so done already.
I'm so done. I'm done in the best way possible, honestly.
I can't do accents and things like that. I would like to, but you just do it. I'd butcher it and people would scream about it.
This guy really is just a narrator. Let's all be honest.
Just do it.
Now, Bach. Quiet down, Bach. Everyone, Bach.
Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? Isn't that unsanitary?
You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of the UCSL. Please, call me Professor Dog, Bach. I may be cute and a little fluffy rough, but I still demand respect. Woof. I didn't even have to add that last one.
Good God.
What? A cute dog is the professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up all the nuances of fine dining. So is the narrator in your head?
I feel like this is something that I would experience as like a fever dream.
And then they're like, marketing, go.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, wind begins to rush around you as a swirl of cherry blossom petals fill the air inside the classroom. Could it be?
I'm chilly. Someone close the window.
The one and only? And then he walks in.
Jesus Christ.
You're immediately swept in the aura of this awesome new student, his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be this handsome? Time stands still.
It's a pretty remarkable goatee.
It's him! It's...
If it isn't my favorite student, Bach, Harlan Wolf. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog. Before he can finish his sentence. Okay. Would you like to or me?
I don't know if I want to put any of our potential past, present, or future viewers through the pain of hearing you voice Colonel Sanders, but at the same time...
Am I voicing redneck Colonel Sanders
But at the
or
same
sexy
time-
Colonel Sanders?
Oh, that's such a hard decision.
Because I could go the whole,
Can
please, call me Colonel.
Can you do both, though?
Yes. The answer is yes. Please, call me Colonel.
Oh, God, I hate it already.
Colonel Sanders.
I hate it so much.
A hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Honestly, I might just do the quiet voice for Colonel Sanders, like the soft, hey. Sweat begins to beat across your brow. You feel like everyone's looking at you and you're not entirely wrong. Ashlega.
And this one over here must be sweaty sweat a lot.
Leave me alone. I didn't put on deodorant.
Maybe we should open the window and back up for faucet pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. I feel so much pressure on the back of my head due to the lack of blood flow doing this voice. You see his eyes?
Oh my gosh. You two both know my name. We were in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all your really weird insults?
You turn to find Colonel Sanders standing right in front of you.
Ooh, what's this?
Colonel Sanders, the beautiful angel, stands before you, smiling gently, his hand outstretched. Boy, howdy. This classroom gets hotter than a Kentucky fryer.
Good job. Nailed it.
It's hard when leaning into the mic and being sexy.
I want to end myself.
Please, use my handkerchief. You freeze up. Colonel Sanders is talking to you. Wait! Colonel Sanders is talking to you about how sweaty you look! You're completely mortified. This can't be a first interaction. What if he forgets this moment? How will you respond? Will you take or refuse it?
Will he forget it?
Take the handkerchief.
I would take it. It's
You
rude to
stretch
not.
out your hand and Colonel Sanders places a fine silk handkerchief in it. It's so beautiful. You hesitate to press it to your face, but when you do, the feeling is transcendent. It has natural scent on it. It smells of the most delicious chicken you've ever smelled.
It smells like chicken?
It's his grease rag.
It smells like chicken? That's bad.
Why?
That's bad.
Why?
I mean, it's good under the right circumstances, I suppose, but that's bad.
I would always love to smell like fresh chicken.
But fried chicken?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Like greasy fried chicken? Like, depends on who you're with, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like that kind of thing. Like some people like campfire smells, other people really hate it. You know what I mean? Like.
So
under
Mal
clothes.
said, "Don't let Christian voice him, please, I beg." And I had one request: how could you? Professor Dog steps in to settle the class and set down some ground rules. Welcome to the University of Cooking School, Wolf Academy for Learning, the greatest Yiff Academy in the world. The birthplace of culinary legends of past, present, and future. Bark, many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood, there might even be a really fine orchard of adorable tiny food.
Oh, that anger.
And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sport to compete in the Broom Cooking Arena, which is definitely not knockoff My Hero Academia Dog, president of the school. I'm just saying, he feels.
No, you're right.
He's giving me that vibe. My Hero
Actually,
Academia.
no. Isn't the president of
My Hero
that school
Academia?
a rat? Isn't he?
I
a
mean,
rat?
he's he can change animals, right?
I don't know.
Wasn't he?
I'm pretty sure he was a rat.
He looks like a mini polar bear.
I'm gonna look this up. No.
Google,
no.
go.
You voice.
Okay.
I'm gonna Google
Just then, another student enters the classroom and interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Student. Oh God.
it. What kind of?
You got him?
I don't wanna. But
your turn.
Mel has one wish.
It's your turn. No, she wanted me to not voice the colonel.
Oh, the colonel.
Yeah, that was who she
Specifically?
didn't want. Yeah, no, that was who she. That was what she
Um,
didn't want me to
I'm
voice.
so sorry. I'm so sorry. But to be fair, I didn't know, so ignorance is bliss. Hi guys. I'm sorry I'm late. I hope everyone had a good summer. I really miss.
That was the same voice I had for her. It was like, "Hi guys,
Hi,
I'm
guys."
late." Quiet! Roar.
Rarity.
Late to classes. Late to classes, bad enough, woof. But interrupting my monologue, Bark? You're at the fast track into the doghouse, young man. Are you sure you're even at the right place? Woof, woof. This is a student again.
Oh, sorry. I gotta remember. Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in the school with you as my teacher.
Also, your natural voice.
Leave me alone.
Everyone stares at him blankly.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to find out if these are right.
It's
or
my
not.
third year at this 3 days college.
Does no one remember me? I'm.
You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish Bow Wow. Let that be a lesson to any students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clink made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sparkles is referencing, or Sprinkles, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. What is love? The class bursts into laughter.
Baby, don't hurt me.
Baby, don't hurt me no more. Oh, Clank, you rascal. Woof, woof, bow, wow, raw. Sprinkles walks into the classroom as everyone stands in complete obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin, Bach. You should be taking better care of yourself. Bow wow. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known.
Quick interjection. Nezu is a short man who appears to be a possible combination of several different animals, including dog, mouse, and bear.
See?
So,
I thought it was a polar bear.
I mean,
He looks like a miniature polar bear, doesn't he?
he looks like a miniature polar bear with dog paws and a rat tail.
Okay.
Was that an angry face I saw?
Huh? Yeah, Mel sent. No,
sorry.
it was sad anger due to the
Sorry.
fact that I'm voicing the Colonel. Mal, go get your nerdy friends on here as well. It can be a whole rave.
Be a whole rave.
All right, so what kind of snack? So we have a beef treat, a rubber ball, or a chicken snack. So obviously, the rubber ball is the right answer, but the chicken snack might get us good with the Colonel.
You're right.
We all got to
You
think
see,
about getting that Colonel.
We do gotta get that kernel. Do the chicken snack.
The end goal is getting laid. In chicken.
Oh, he's locking onto your treat.
You reach beneath your apron and return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite! Oh, of course he likes chicken. Now the professor can bribe him. He's like, hey, would you like some of my meat in your mouth? And by meat, I mean chicken.
Christian, that's not what it says.
And my... What? No, I'm just saying that's the bit for when the Colonel needs to get good grades.
Christian.
What?
Stop!
Colonel bribing teacher gone wrong.
Oh, no. Please
Well,
continue.
well. I think there might be some competition for a new star student. Because you ate a chicken snack. The professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hand slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Wait, I thought you were going to eat it. Did the professor just eat your food?
You were trying to choose what to give to the professor.
I didn't know you were giving. I thought, because you said you needed a multivitamin. And it's like, okay, what snack are you choosing? I guess, yeah, you're giving him.
But a rubber ball?
Yeah. Sure, true. Would that have been demeaning? Would it have been dog racist? Hey, think all dogs like rubber balls? No, most dogs like real balls. You see the other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they want to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Yep, that is the trick to succeeding at life.
Yes.
Settle down, young chefs. Bach, take your seats and prepare to have your minds opened with the amazing possibilities of culinary creation, Woof. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're standing at the front of the room. Only two options remain. Hey, Uwu, there's still a seat here. It seems no one has claimed the seat next to me, if you're interested. It's goofy, but ASMR, I guess.
No! I don't want to listen to that now.
Yup.
No! Great, now he's going to do one of those after every line. Mal, you were right. I'm so sorry.
You want to hear my nice, silky smooth voice? Yup.
I don't like this.
Alright, fine. I'll give Colonel Sanders a regular voice. Alright, two good options. So will you sit by your best friend or Colonel Sanders?
Oh, if you don't sit by your best friend, she's probably not going to like you very much later on. But if you sit by Colonel Sanders, that might give you big brownie points at the beginning.
But Colonel Sanders is a good morality guy.
He is.
So
you might
clearly,
want to sit by your friend.
he'd see you and be like, friendship.
Friendship is important to her.
Friendship is hot.
Yes.
So I guess sit by best friend. And worst case, you talk her into it as well. You move
Yes.
to take your seat by Miriam. I'm so glad to have you near me to support me through this class. Now just hold on while I T-pose on you to assert my dominance, because you are not the dominant student here.
I'm done. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by?
Colonel Sanders. He has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little bit better, but now you're going to grow up sad and lonely, like me, 40 years old in the future, just a crazy cat lady, wishing I could have gone the whole way.
I feel like I felt my life flash before my eyes in that sentence.
It's okay. You'll always have the cats.
It didn't work out so well for you last time, though. I never sacrificed our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. That's like a lifetime.
Oh boy, is that a mood.
It's actually 3 days.
That is a mood. So you say, but now that Mary mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. The narrator is attracted to him. The narrator! I'm supposed to have an unbiased view. As soon as you settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. What are you doing?
I'm trying to...
Oh, you're trying to check the chat?
Yeah, but my phone is being big dumb.
Think fast, it's time for a pop quiz.
Oh, this kid. Yay! A quiz about me!
This incredibly important and surprisingly short quiz will tell me if you are ready for life at culinary school. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Here comes question number 1. If train A is traveling to point B and train B is traveling to point A, how important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Bark. Extremely.
Looking at you, Pop.
That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to...
Feather, I would assume.
Feather? That's also right. What is the most efficient eating utensil ever created?
A comically oversized
A
fork.
spork. Clearly a spork. It's a fork plus a spoon.
Ah.
That's right. Yeah, no, I know my utensils. There's a reason why I have a gold-plated spork in my room and no 401k savings. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. A pancake that looks like a silly face and camel meat. I'm pretty sure anything, right? I mean, I want to go with the pancake.
What food's best for a broken heart?
Mm-hmm.
I guess just anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Like, that's like
That's right.
camel meat, though?
Is Sprinkles a good boy? No, yes, or he's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy.
Of course.
That's also right.
Right.
Your total score is perfect score, 5 out of 5. Only test I've aced all semester. Hey, hey.
Doesn't even count to your grade either.
Huh?
Doesn't even count towards your grade either.
No.
No.
Wow. Be honest, did you cheat? This is the narrator still, by the way. The narrator just...
The narrator's just against us and is all for Colonel Sanders. Clearly,
You look
the
up to see
narrator's
Colonel Sanders
biased.
has been watching to tally his score. He's impressed. Colonel Sanders.
Oh no,
It's time.
Christian.
I know we just met, but I have to confess. I think you have a beautiful brain. Hot diggity ooh. Hot diggity ooh. I want that on a t-shirt. You just scored some major Colonel Sanders points with that performance. Hot diggity ooh woo. I don't care if this is category Destiny 2. I really don't. Twitch is dumb. I'm dumb. And more importantly, I'm dumb. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch! Bark.
That is very, very important. Yes.
What? Lunch? Dude, we just sat down, did a 5...
The
What?
character name was my idea. I'm sorry to betray you like that, Mal.
Why? Who's calling out the ooh-woo?
Yeah.
Alright, again, that was not me. I was actually going to go up with something clever like Chicken McChicken Face or Bite My Chicken Nuggets or Tasty Chicken Meat.
Oh.
Not much better, but I think it's still
To be
better.
fair, I think Uwu is much milder.
Tasty Chicken Meat? Hello there, Tasty Chicken Meat. I love you.
Yes. Continue.
Wow, the cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. It makes sense that a school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Just like how a school serious about technology is serious about making sure that technology works. Am I right?
Nobody's applauding.
Nobody's applauding because they're all over chat. But trust me, the chat's laughing.
Okay.
I'm going to a tech school.
Continue.
That's the-
Continue.
A delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. If Markiplier's taught me anything, it's just say a word randomly, weirdly, and everyone will love it.
Okay. I mean, I believe that.
That's facts. Oh no, I just gave him... Oh no. I just told him all my secret. Scratch that. Nobody heard that. Especially you, Mal.
Do you smell that? It must be our lunch. It smells crazy good.
I wish everybody could see how he's actually acting out this voice.
We need face cams for this. You know,
Everyone, can I have your attention? I forgot the voice. Give me a second.
high and annoying.
High annoying?
Yes, that's what it
Am
was.
I mocking you?
I don't think you're mocking me,
Is
but
it about lunch?
unless is that your mocking me voice? I'm crying right now.
No, I just want to apologize for my tardiness. You see, I was... Screw that guy, I guess.
Yeah, no. Screw us.
Continuing.
Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement.
I still hate that. Hey, I was...
It's about lunch.
Acceptable.
Acceptable announcement. Everyone liked that.
But I...
You know, they wanted to say everyone liked that, but they knew copyright and all that fun stuff.
Shh.
Lunch. She said shish.
In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. That must be the spell I smelled!
Ooh.
What did you smell, Miriam? What did you smell?
Indeed. That smell.
You hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented. But were the rumors true?
Can I guess that it's fried chicken and, like, the biscuit with mashed potatoes? Like,
Is this?
Colonel Sanders lifts a large bucket above his head. Its contents glimmer in the light. Piled high are huge pieces of chicken meat, breaded and fried to a crispy, golden finish. I swear I'm not sponsored by KFC. I just love fried chicken.
But we won't turn down a sponsor.
No, KFC, if you sponsor us, I will eat chicken on stream. I will literally do a 24-hour live stream of me seductively eating chicken.
We'll do ASMR
Actually,
KFC
I will not do that if you give me the chicken.
I'll just do ASMR KFC edition.
Oh, I will totally
Give me
do it.
chicken.
Just no, honestly, KFC. I will whore myself out for a KFC
If you give me...
chicken
If
sponsorship.
you give me, like, one meal a week...
You can pay me in nuggets.
Just to get me through college, like...
Oh yeah, I don't have to pay for a
totally
meal
do
plan.
it. I'd wear myself out
That's
for KFC.
that's probably not healthy though.
Oh, absolutely not.
Unless you get the salad, because I heard they do have good salads
I don't
now.
know. I have a metabolism to keep it down, though.
True. You have to graduate before you lose that metabolism.
Exactly.
So that puts a time limit on how long before you have to.
Yeah, so I better enjoy it now. Like,
Oh, true. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, KFC, get back.
KFC,
Sponsor us. We love you. We think you're better than other chicken brand.
we're the only one currently streaming your game. Keep in
I'm
mind.
pretty sure there are more people more popular than us streaming their game.
But
In fact, most people already played their game ages ago, and so everyone's like, "Oh, look, another person playing KFC." Mwah. Anyway,
that doesn't mean anything. Sponsor us anyway. Please.
yes, but ours has uwu as well as tasty chicken meat. Get in your mouth.
Correct. Continuing.
The aroma envelops you, and you begin to feel warm and safe. Colonel Sanders has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept! Actually, you don't see many chicken buckets.
You really don't.
I'm gonna level with him there. He might have been the
That's fair.
first. Your stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. So this is the origin story?
I don't know if we would call it an origin story.
Yes, this is Colonel Sanders' the origin story. He's like 80 pounds lighter.
I don't...
At this point, I don't trust him with his own food. See, I trusted Fat Colonel Sanders. You know why? Because Fat Colonel Sanders ate his own food. All I'm saying is if someone's trying to sell me the best chicken, like fried chicken, they better have a little chunk.
You right.
The best chefs sample their
Right.
own food. When I make
I mean,
myself
Colonel
a
Sanders
cheesecake,
definitely did get that heftiness though.
he got that heftiness,
He
but
got
it
the
wasn't
heftiness.
bad heftiness.
But it was a heftiness all the same.
Why is the student body made up of a toddler, a cluster of thirsty teenagers, and 129-year-old DILF? Well, to be fair, the teenagers are only thirsty because I'm voicing them.
The toddler does indeed exist though. That's not on The Voice.
For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve the perfect balance of flavors. Only 4 of them come from my body.
Jeez.
You look around and notice that every other student has a pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can.
A little bit of dandruff here, dry skin there, fingernail clippings there.
But that's all I'll say about that.
And a couple unknown hairs from an unknown location.
See, it was fine until the hairs.
It's just ass hairs, don't worry.
What? You think we want your stupid recipe, dude? Nah, my dude. Nah.
He's totally a Joestar.
I'm just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Got him!
He did the whole pose and everything. I'm just
Oh.
letting y'all know.
You have to. Oh my God! Look at his face. He's a Joestar.
What in the...
He looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what singer Ashlega has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach.
Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary.
You're in college, Ashleg.
Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at this moment that only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender.
You see her body language change from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with his cooking skills like this. She wants him all to herself, like a good trophy wife.
I don't think Van Van likes that.
Oh, please.
Well, Van Van, the man, if you don't want any.
I'll take his.
I knew you'd want a second helping of my meat.
Whoa, hold on. I guess I'll try it. He takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts contorting his face as he tries to hold in his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed.
Look at his hair, too.
Easy now. There's enough for everyone. Please, follow my classmates. Dig in.
Should have been practicing this voice. I feel like I could have done it so much better. You take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of his bucket and sink your teeth into
in
it.
quotations? It's a literal...
It's a bucket, yeah.
It's a
and
bucket. Stop. Get out of
like,
quotations.
what is his bucket? Oh, God.
What? Oh,
You are
no.
reaching into Colonel Sanders' bucket.
Oh,
It's amazing, Guardian! Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another
no.
dimension.
Isn't that the same thing that just happened with Fortnite?
Alone with your taste buds gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Are you trying to be pop culture because I showed you one Fortnite thing?
You know what? I can make myself seem like I'm up to date.
Okay, cool.
Fortnite bros, hashtag YOLO
Swag, dab on the haters! There you go, I think we're all caught up with pop culture.
Oh, God, I'm done.
Oh, God, I'm done.
Continue.
Alright, focus your mind and meditate in the moment. Try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything it tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. I don't want to die. Eats chicken so delicious you die.
Swim towards the light, falls over.
Oh God, do you actually move in the real world?
I wonder if you would fall
Let's
over.
go for it.
I wonder if you would fall over.
So up ahead, a bright light beckons you. The flavors are so intense you become wrapped up in them. Unable to resist, you reach toward the light. It grabs your hand and pulls you closer, closer, until your fingertip connects with the end of everything. You are forever lost in the land of tender fried chicken blips. Your mind dissolves. There is no uwu now. There is only herbs and spices. Though Miriam tries to revive you, she cannot. Game over. You died. You ate KFC chicken, and you must have been a poor schmuck because that was so good to your taste buds. You died. Try again or give up.
Let's try again.
Congratulations. I take your advice one time,
And you
and
die.
you die.
In a KFC dating sim, nonetheless.
Are you kidding me?
I can't be kidding you. You died.
Oh God. Hold on a second.
Oh, we have to go all the way through this again?
I'm going to guess this is...
Oh, no.
Well, I mean, we died. You expect a drawback. This is like Dark Souls. It sends you to the last checkpoint.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, these are really well done. All right. Obviously, we savor the moment.
Obviously.
Flavors in your mouth are beautiful, pure, heavenly. We'll ignore that you... Seriously, you have one. You make one choice.
I know, I made one choice. I'm sorry. What a guy!
Alone with the flavors, you feel something that can only be described as love. For a man, for a flavor, are they the same?
They could be. Okay, that was unnecessary.
I felt like it was necessary to get the context.
That was unnecessary.
Remember, kiddies, ask your parents where babies come from. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. You approach Colonel Sanders. Bum 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 bum. What?
Yes, I know the reference.
The
Continue.
Pokemon theme?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, there you go. Colonel Sanders uses his giant, curvy chicken.
Christian, that's nowhere near written anywhere in the sentence.
Colonel Sanders smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he is doing and allows you to break the silence.
Colonel, I wondered if I could talk to you for a second.
Anything for a fellow chef.
What exactly was on that chicken?
That face.
How bold of you to come out and ask. It's an idea I've had for a new combination of flavors that'll make me...
He has a cane?
I know, where'd he get the
This
cane?
man brought a cane with him to school? He's so much cooler than me.
He just materialized a bucket of chicken from nowhere, and then he materializes a cane.
Or maybe
with a chicken on it.
maybe he's wearing like a fanny pack on his fanny. And that's where he's pulling it all out of.
Straight out his ass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Colonel Sanders poops chicken nuggets.
Yes.
Colonel Sanders poops chicken nuggets.
Where's all the sauce come from? Moving on.
Ah! That's what you get when you make Taco Bell.
It's an idea I have for a new combination of flavors that'll make my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open up a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants. No big deal.
It's a very big deal.
That's Southern charm.
It's just you and me here talking. I can keep it secret. In fact, you know, I've got some of my own that I'd be willing to trade.
What's the rush? The semester's only getting started. We've got 2 more whole days to get to know each other.
He looks disappointed in you. And me, actually, since I'm the main character, apparently.
Yeah, you're the main character. I'm just the narrator /
Staring into my soul.
You have disappointed the Colonel.
Ever since I asked where the sauce came from, he's been looking at me like that.
That's why Cade calls the chicken Colonel.
What?
It's a KFC joke.
What? Wait.
Cade's chicken is called Colonel.
Did you never realize that?
I just thought it was like a rank.
Did you really never realize that?
No. You didn't know who Master Raoul was until a year after playing the game.
I didn't care about his name. I just knew he was the Cryptarch.
I mean, yeah. Especially if we're not playing Destiny, but Destiny still has to come up.
We'll be streaming Destiny later.
An addiction is not an addiction until you accept it as an addiction. Honestly, it'd be pretty easy to
And
stream.
it's not really a problem. It's just part of.
I already have my stream set up here. You could just, yeah. Anyway, he's clearly not going to give up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent.
You know what they say about seekers, Colonel? Shouldn't learning be fun?
Aw.
Aw.
He's staring off in the distance. You've got the moxie. I'll give you that.
Sounds like a creepy old man.
But you ever try to learn the secrets of how I make my chicken and up? You up?
That hurt my soul.
Mother clucker.
That hurt my soul. Continue.
We're going to have a special brand. I'm going to call it Mike's Meat. Because I'm going to put Mike in the meat.
I'll stick with John. I'll stick with Jimmy Dean, thank you.
Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers.
You use what? I think the screen is glitching, of course, because clearly we cannot see it. Clearly, it's clearly just a glitch.
I can read it.
I can totally.
That's just
Continue.
short. That's just shorthand.
Shorthand?
Yeah.
What the hell is shorthand?
Just one ingredient, but you can't tell. I use a long white block. It's something my great grandmother taught me.
Long.
White block. Wow! You never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you'd get some if you searched. Yeah, we all know you could never get some.
I'm pretty sure Colonel Sanders has a large white block.
Are you trying to get Colonel Sanders' large white block?
Which we're trying to. That's the goal right now.
All right, guys, let's go. While you're wrapped up in the huge revelations, you notice Colonel Sanders has disappeared. Everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. See, the one downside to this being like an officially licensed one is, unlike most visual novels, it has to stay PG.
It has to stay PG, but we don't.
No, we don't.
Yeah, exactly.
This is probably the dirtiest I've ever been on stream.
You know, some poor sap that works for KFC is looking at this and either is like, oh, hell yeah, or, oh my god, what have we done?
I think they're more or less thinking, I'm frying chicken for 8 hours a day for minimum wage.
I hate my life.
That's all you, trust me.
I hate my life.
Having worked in the food industry, that's all you think of. It's just, I'm doing this for money. For money. For money. Anyway, if you could see the deadness in my eyes, as she could, that's why she's laughing. We really need a face cam.
And we just lost our sponsorship for KFC.
No, because they give out good money. They are one of the few companies to actually pay out every time. Every time. You find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad.
Ma says, did I ever tell you I worked at KFC? Because let me tell you, there was no sexy Sanders when I worked there.
That's because Sanders was dead.
I don't like how close you got for emphasis.
Well, I feel like people need to know. Because, I mean, Colonel Sanders, what is he? Is he a man right now or a woman?
Is this a thing?
Do you not look up female Colonel Sanders? For a while there in their advertisements, they had a female Colonel Sanders. Everyone lost their minds. We're like, this isn't... What? Huh? Yeah, there was a female Colonel Sanders. And then I think... Wait, was it revealed to be his wife or clone? Or... Look it up. It's a real thing.
No, like, it's actually a man.
Because... Well, no, Colonel Sanders was a man. But there was a female Colonel Sanders in the ads. Yes. KFC cast first female as Colonel Sanders.
I feel like that's just like a satire thing.
No. It was legit. Why
does she have the beard and mustache?
Because she's Colonel Sanders.
She's not my Colonel Sanders.
She was broadening her... Oh, wow, we just lost all the KFC ad right there. Jeez, Emily. All right. Well... Good thing we don't have a lot of viewers to hear that, PR nightmare.
Why would it matter?
I don't know.
Why would it matter coming from a girl?
I don't know. We don't know nowadays. Everyone's saying I'm oppressing you. Anyway, moving on past...
You're not oppressing me. I oppress myself every day.
I oppress myself every day. Now there's a t-shirt. The government... I'm not being oppressed.
I accidentally showed the world how dark I am.
I've accidentally shown... Oh no, my edge is showing.
Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I just like to come outside and look at the school buildings. I think about how my story will continue on after I've graduated. Speaking of Colonel Sanders being dead,
It sounds like you have big plans.
I'm going to change the world.
Have you seen this man's figure? He basically is the big, large white block.
I dare say the biggest. I will leave my mark on this world. You can bet your fine booty on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure out how perfect note show your personality to him. Nag him to show your own strength. Sword logic him.
Sword logic.
Wow, with big ideas. You add an
Instant-
additional.
last
Don't
time-
add an additional ingredient. You can't add to perfection. They've tried. Be modest but thoughtful.
Yeah, I would assume with that. Last time we tried messing with things that were beyond us, we died. So
Things that were beyond us, or the KFC chicken recipe. So be modest but thoughtful.
yes. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoyed your food.
Look at that face.
Oh, was that the wrong thing to say?
No, there were hearts that bursted out of him.
Woo.
I'm pretty sure it was the correct thing.
Sweet.
Now you've got his attention.
The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery was perfect. Salty. I appreciate the
compliment, Uwu.
That's the wrong voice, sir.
Yeah, but whenever someone says ooh woo, anyway,
I appreciate the compliment, Uwu.
it's just a national ooh woo voice,
I'm sure you'll be a big success.
And you'll never be remembered. I know we've only met today, but I'm starting to get the same feeling about you. We should head back inside. Next lesson starts soon.
Now you're borderline on that one old guy from Family Guy.
No.
Not quite.
Herbert the pervert.
Yes, Herbert
No,
the pervert.
no.
You're like borderline
He's
Herbert
got
the pervert.
that whistling voice.
Yeah, but you're
kids.
basically doing that voice, but without the whistle.
You mean being a southerner?
Moving on.
You step into the massive cooking arena where the afternoon lesson will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. You mean being a southerner?
Moving on.
I feel like so at this whole stream has just been us going off on a tangent until we say something that needs to just stop.
The thought for that needs to stop, and we need to bring it back in.
We never have a natural stopping point for a joke. It's always just how close to the edge can we push it before.
We have to stop ourselves.
Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Wait a second. Oh no! We have to show our stuff. What if I told you blow it?
You're not gonna blow anything.
Except for Colonel Sanders.
Except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're gonna earn with your signature adorable tiny food creation.
Welcome, students, to the cooking arena, Bark. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Naturally, Miriam looks over at you, but unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sanders.
Hey, Colonel, would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two, that is. Me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner?
Sure, Woo. I'll prepare our station.
Without you as a partner, Miriam is standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice.
I gotta remember the voice. Give me half a second. I have to remember how my brother sounded when he was younger. Hello, new partner. That's totally not how he sounded.
Hello.
Hello.
Beep, beep, destroy our servants.
Oh, no.
Oh my! Two potential partners? I'm so sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Obviously, it's the robot.
Looks like you have to pick
So
for
if you choose
friend
one,
is-
you could be accused of being a pedophile, and the other, it would just be a sex toy. That's fine.
Why do you feel like everyone bangs everyone they work with in
She
college?
called that thing cute.
That thing!
It's a toddler.
Look
Like
at
Mel said,
Clank's
she's
face.
thirsty.
Clank is excited.
I would choose Clank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clink, clank. It's gonna blow a circuit.
Besides, it's totally a machine. It knows like the perfect things for everything. Sorry, Pop, but I think Miriam will be partnering with Clank today.
Was that innuendo?
What? No, it wasn't an innuendo. It's okay. I already ate.
It's not entirely clear if Papa's today what the point of the school even is at this juncture. Clink is clearly excited to have some attention. He heats up and gets to roll back and forth.
Oh.
Warp, warp, warp.
Oh no.
Eradicate. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet.
T poses to assert dominance. Technically, Clank may not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him.
What?
I guess.
Things are gonna get steamy, aren't they?
I was
Look-
about to make
The look you gave me.
I was about to make the statement. Fortunately, I have a pressure cooker because things are going to get steamy. That's what I was going to say.
Tissue, I hardly know you. Ah ha ha.
All right, that got.
The more I hear you speak, I'm undecided if I love you or hate you.
All right. Well, my relationship aside, Clink judders and the panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection.
He judders. Looks like you two will be fine.
Now it's time to focus on your cooking classwork. All right, you two. For today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Woof. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. Bow wow. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner, Colonel Sanders? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy. You don't even need to cook it. Using an octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Or door number 3, your grandmother's mashed potatoes and gravy.
I wonder if the mashed potatoes is what they currently use at KFC.
I want mashed potatoes.
I want mashed potatoes too.
I just want mashed potatoes. See, now I'm actually getting hungry.
I know.
Like,
And we just ate. I've always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes.
and gravy?
I think I'm in love. Sorry, Christian.
No. If Colonel Sanders looked like this and was assuming this is like our age, because this is like the origin story, so it'd be like 2021, I have no shot.
I couldn't imagine one without the other.
Colonel Sanders at this stage in life is hotter than I'll ever be.
I don't know, you've got whitish hair right now.
I mean, it's going to be a different color in a bit. What?
Okay.
I know how to play with mic modulation.
Alright, let's continue.
Colonel Sanders casts a coy look at you, causing your whole face to get beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. Depending on if you ever decide if you're doing Bloodborne or just whatever.
Ooh, I'll go get the potatoes.
No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine.
You can pick me anytime. Continue commenting with Ashleg.
Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders?
Yes, it's you, because currently I'm in his business at the moment.
I love that heart boob window.
Nice.
Did
If
you not
only,
notice
it
it?
was upside down.
Why?
Bigger cleavage area. We're just cooking partners. Mind your own business.
Bigger. You'd like Power Girl. Look up Superman. Just look up Power Girl.
Gotcha.
It's a character that DC decided should exist. She's such a sweetheart.
Sanders' heart is my business, and you better keep your fingers off my man.
Did someone call for me?
No geez, Van Van. While I'm over here crushing Uwu's dreams, you're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That's the deal, remember? Oh my god, she's going full Psycho Eyes!
Yeah, look at her face.
I'm in love.
Also, Power Girl has a nice cleavage too.
I know, right?
This one's nice. It got a little side boob.
Oh, that's just side. That's not side boob.
If the material shifts a little bit.
Yeah, but it's skin tight, so it doesn't shift. Anyway, so purple hair plus yandere face? My dream. Okay. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes. He tosses them into boiling water, and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Oh, howdy there, Ashlega and Van Van. Are we working in a quartet instead of a duet now?
Actually, no. It looked like Uwu was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need lots of mentoring.
I was gonna say, Colonel Sanders, maybe I could teach you a thing or two about fancy food.
When did Kronk get in here?
Maybe one day you might be able to get up to my level. Ha! Doubt it. Alright.
Almost nailed it.
Batter up.
So close.
No. Give me just a second.
Yeah,
'Cause
you just need a minute to warm yourself up.
Yeah, well, I'm going through all of the lines that he says in
Emperor's New Groove.
no, not Emperor's New Groove, in Tales from the Borderlands.
Oh.
Batter up. Okay,
Alright.
as well as it's one of life's great mysteries, Reese. There we go. There we go.
Okay. She has cut out look at her thigh. She has drumstick cutouts on her thigh.
Yeah.
Like, that's great, actually.
I like him.
That's great. Nice thighs. Continuing.
Nice. Gotta love them thighs. I've never gotten to see thighs.
Don't be rude, Van Van. Personally, I have no doubts whatsoever about Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct concoctions, creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. Ashlega.exe reboots. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. Don't you feel deep down we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense.
Put my thigh on your drumstick. Nothing about this makes any sense. One thing is clear. She's coming for a Colonel if you don't watch out. Ashlega is really going at you hard. You need to ask some backup here before things get ugly, and you miss your chance to go at Colonel hard. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunks of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever best who always has your back.
I'll let you do this one.
Miriam is doing fine with the robot.
Okay.
We set Miriam up. And do we really want to subject Colonel Sanders to Ashlega? Because that's just going to be me skipping from Colonel Sanders' voice to Ashlega's.
Okay.
And that will be hell on me.
Okay. I'm here to learn and to express myself via cuisine, not bicker with prima donnas. Partners were chosen at the beginning of the class, so let's all respect the format, okay?
Ooh. You turned to Colonel Sanders to confirm that you're on the same page.
I chose Colonel Sanders, and Colonel Sanders chose me. Isn't that right?
You choose him, and he chooses you.
Click the button.
Colonel
Click the button.
Sanders! A businessman respects all fair agreements, from contracts to handshakes. I took on Uwu as my partner for this activity, and I stand by it.
Good man.
Based on your team's behavior, I'd say you're perfect for each other. Neither of you is Uwu's natural talent or their loyalty.
Correct! That look
Being
of just
defended
shock.
by Colonel Sanders leaves you feeling proud and full of potential. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station, realize in the tension moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you've already crushed the boiled potatoes into a perfectly creamed mashed texture with plenty of butter or cream for flavor. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. Wow.
Dang.
I make potatoes like that.
They're so good. If they have like little potato lumps in them, they're really good. Like
Yeah, that's the difference between buying a packet versus actually doing it.
Yeah.
When you work them wrists, amazing things come out.
Mm-hmm.
I know
That's an innuendo.
I know just what to do.
I feel like that's an innuendo. But we're gonna move on.
Colonel Sanders extends his hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be proud.
That looks so good.
That looks so good. Ooh, I love it. Colonel Sanders holds out a spork to you. A spork?
Yep.
Right, because KFC always
Yep.
uses sporks.
Yep, they always use sporks.
Right, that's what I knew because I'm a huge KFC fan. Hashtag KFC sponsor Paragon Studios. Colonel Sanders, Paragon, KFC. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together, you dig the utensil and the mashed potatoes and lift a heaping sporkful up. When you see Ashlega with a sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. And then, filled with rage and without thinking, you fling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashlega's stupid, beautiful face.
No, I wish there was a choice option.
Why? Now we get to see Colonel Sanders just whoop Van Van. Van! Do something! Do something!
Those mashed potatoes looked flaming hot, too.
Scooping up a fingerful, Van Van tastes the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realizes that it's delicious. Horrified by his revelation, he slinks away. Will you ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? Food allergy. Ooh, wins. Hold on right there, woo. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Rawr. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you'd both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Bark.
Flicks it at Colonel Sanders. Can I his potatoes face?
Van Van rushes back over, a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes with gravy? Pathetic. In just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty. Braised tentacle octopus in my silky saltwater sauce. Plated on a battle axe blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors.
That was epic.
Honestly,
That was good, too.
that is so metal, it hurts. Also, it looks so good. God, that is drawn so well. I have a headache from yelling that.
You've ignored me for too long. That ends now. It is I who will have first bite, and you will all look on with envy.
The interrupting student rushes at Van Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off his plate. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed and may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic! Too late, it has been eaten.
Oh, you don't look so good.
I think I left something in the oven.
Yeah, that's right. You get out. Ow. Feels so good. It killed
Day 1 of class. A student died today.
Fortunately, we all hated him. So nothing of value was lost.
Oh my god.
Everyone step back! Do not take another bite! Bark.
I don't like that slurp.
You look back at the plate, the rest of it is
no.
gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle being slurped up in Pop's mouth. Pop winces in pain for just a moment, then is almost immediately back to his oblivious self.
Oopsie. Tastes like poison.
The entire class is gathered to watch Pops' final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. Class bell rings, disrupting the moment, snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Oh god, I can relate. My iron stomach has not gotten here through painless means. Well, I mean, you have a dead student. You know how much paperwork that is?
That's a lot of paperwork.
I'm not sure this professors here make enough money.
Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here.
Seeing that you're shaken up by that really annoying student and all this nonsense, Colonel Sanders approaches you.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Please, let me walk you home.
What? Like for real? Come on.
You follow Colonel Sanders out of the room.
But who won?
At night, the school building... Probably you guys, considering everyone else died. Well, I'm to Miriam. At night, the school building's taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today.
Before you go on, I want you to know, they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them.
They were amazing. Tasting them reminded me why I became so passionate about food to begin with.
Those must have been really good mashed potatoes.
Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him in a way you find inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him after one day, actually like half a day.
Colonel Sanders?
I guess, is that long enough? Like you look in a room, you scan the room, and that's the one? Yes? Ooh woo?
There's something I have to tell you.
Hold it right there! There's something I need to tell you first.
Oh jeez.
Oh, jeez. Louise. McSneeze.
You see, when I was a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I've been working toward that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also lifting a lot of weights, like so many weights.
Wait, was I supposed to do Patrick Warburton with him? Dang it. It got just overly
You
intense.
got really... You went into your, like, anime phase right there.
Yeah. We should follow our dreams with all our hearts, though our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting stars.
Hey, no, you. Shut up! I'm the only one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of this story. Duh.
Are we forgetting that your cookie literally killed the guy?
You can't prove that.
That is amazing! Side note, I see both of his heels. He is in the air right now.
Yep.
He jumped like, you can't prove.
Yep.
I also saw you kill that guy. What's his name? Someone listens to hear a long, sad sigh.
Forget him! We're talking about me! Me! I'm the hero.
Pardon me?
The Spork Monster is here to fight a hero!
Nani? I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds.
How dare you threaten me just so I was letting my own my garden, connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid. Be afraid! Be very afraid of me! I'm a monster, see?
Is he... He's... Oh no, the grammar.
Read.
Is he rhyming on purpose or is that just coincidence?
Before we can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do?
Nani?
Attack or defend?
Defend,
Defend?
I guess.
You sure?
Whatever you want to do.
Alright, fine, we'll go on the defensive. You decide to defend. Which defense will you choose? Trepidation.
Pardon?
Let's go. You close your eyes tight.
but then open one of them just enough to make you squint and see the Spork monster across the battlefield. For some reason, that makes you feel more prepared for what comes next. As I burp into the mic. Unfortunately, it was not a burp of satisfaction, for I have no KFC. KFC, please sponsor us.
Please feed us to college.
They spit hot gravy at you. You take 1 damage. Fat lot of good that defense did.
Attack.
Decide to go on the attack. Cook with love or chow down.
Chow down.
Chow down does 2 damage. The fire in your belly made you stronger. Spork Monster is really feeling threatened by your attack. Spork Monster focuses their mashed mind and draws an energy from Mother Earth itself. They grow larger and more intimidating. How will you respond?
You eat them.
Attack?
Yes.
You go on the attack. What will you use? Cooking with love?
Yep.
Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster is no quitter. Buffed up and ready to rumble, they go on the attack once again. Spork Monster uses Ultra Tensile. You take 2 damage from the attack. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Attack him?
I don't know. It's up to you.
Decide to go on the attack. We'll cook him with love. Cook with love does 1 damage. Spork Monster's oozing cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. Wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Spork Monster prepares for its ultimate attack. Rounded edge. Fortunately, a savior appears. Vile villain. Your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. Oh, I gotta charge up this one.
Pot Pie Power Punch!
This is pinch.
That's a pinch.
Pinch.
Pop Pie Power Pinch! Does 10 damage. Spork Monster is defeated.
You saved me.
An injured Spork Monster spews steam into the night.
I don't know. Up to you.
Well, we could farm him for XP if we just keep on beating him up.
Exactly.
The same thing that Batman does with Joker. Manage to tamp down your disgust sight of this gnarly beast long enough to realize that he's still a living creature with a pure soul who deserves not pity. Or deserves your pity, not your wrath.
Be gone, beast. Don't you dare come back for a follow-up encounter tomorrow.
Oh, yay. I won't forget this. And I certainly won't be back like you said. Spork Monster scuttles off into the night. Defeated monster left behind a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. It's a book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You open the cover and find a library card tucked inside. Last main name to have signed it out is Borko. Borko? That name sounds strangely familiar.
I wonder who it would be.
Your blood is pumping as you stand in the quiet of the night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. As you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. The image of Colonel Sanders flashes before your eyes before you fall asleep. He must have helped you home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you are tucked in tightly.
Good night, my colonel.
In your dream, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Oh no.
Oh god. What is going on?
You wake on day 2 and attempt to process wild visions you had. Were those memories? Or premonitions? I know what it is right now. A water break. I'll be right back. Is that
Sounds-
anything?
Huh? I could use some.
Huh?
We shall be back.
I'd like drink because doing voices makes thirst. Yes, we are muting the mic. We'll be back shortly.
Okay, audience, we're back, and I saved this for you. There you go. You liked that, didn't you?
God, Christian, stop.
You dirty, dirty audience. All right. What? You dirty, dirty audience. All right. You wake up on day 2 to attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were those memories or premonitions? Then there was a secret ingredient Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? It's probably just because he always trusts you so much. Sure, that makes sense. We'll go with that. That seems like a plausible story, given that the plot makes no sense.
Of course.
You meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with Spork Monster, she launches into a story of her own.
Oh, I know this might sound a little strange, but I might be, I think I might like Clank!
Oh God, thank God we paired him. Thank God we paired him with Clank and not Pop.
I know, that would have been torture to this girl.
Like him? Like?
I know it sounds like I'm moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Like him. Love him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. I thought Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in his high school.
No, but that does make complete sense.
I know, right? He managed to grow a goatee at age 10. There are dudes who can't even grow a full beard at 19.
Christian, this isn't your
No
life
matter
story.
how hard they
Christian,
try.
this isn't your life story.
I just want a beard.
God.
Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at a school he didn't even go to. And it was also the convertible that he himself rode in the front of the homecoming parade.
I'm thinking maybe something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there.
Ooh, pressure cooker.
I'm glad that we got that thing like previously that we made that reference.
That pressure
without even
cooker
knowing.
joke?
Either way, maybe it'd be best if you two, if you took it slow with this new boy, like I am with Colonel Sanders.
You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy in the school, most famous student ever attend the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, more like yearning. You're a thing now.
We definitely connected yesterday.
Sure you did. You're great. Why wouldn't he be into you? I guess.
Laughing at the implication that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great.
Thank you, narrator.
You have no idea how to prove that your love is real, or you have an idea. Oh
Sorry,
no.
I was looking at something. Well, if he's not into me, then why did he tell me one of his secret ingredients?
Your bestie's eyes light up.
A secret ingredient?
Yeah, I just said that, a secret ingredient. Is there a dramatic echo in here?
Miriam checks to make sure you're alone before continuing.
So this summer, when I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in a botanical garden where I was wandering.
Because of course I was. This can't be good.
He told me all about his passion for spices. Secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals, and that if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own.
What favor was that? Please, Miriam, don't tell me.
So I filled my suitcases with them and brought them home. He was so nice, he even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with him, a very strange feeling came over me, and the flavor was unlike anything I'd ever tasted.
I think you're being very liberal of what the meaning of spice is. Wait, I misread that so badly. I'm so sorry.
Whatever.
Fine.
Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about new spices.
Well, I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Sanders' secret recipe. And besides, I only know the one ingredient, so I doubt I'd be much use to anyone.
Please, please, please.
Starting to echo, please.
I know, but that was a really impressive hold there. It
It
would
was.
mean the
What's
world to
that?
me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders.
Make up a fake ingredient? Maybe?
Oh, yeah. Protect. You quickly think of a fake ingredient name. I don't know. How about...
Was I the newt? I know, it sounds like some kind of witch's potion. But what can you do?
I have Newt. Wow.
Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figure out she's satisfied her curiosity and she'll move on. However, she immediately turns around and does some thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Before you can ask her to confirm that she was definitely not texting secrets to other people, you're interrupted. A wind rushes in. Cherry blossom petals fill the air. I like how they're coming from the tree.
I know, right?
You know, it's an attention to detail you don't expect from a game like this.
Yeah, but it's really nice, honestly. And they get bigger, too.
It's
What?
Colonel Sanders. He's arriving at school. Stand back and admire his majestic warrior. Run to him.
I don't know. It's up to you.
No, you make the choice.
Why?
Just remember, last time we made a choice, he got us killed.
Stand back and admire, I guess.
All right. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. Without ever acknowledging that he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on the rear, sending it running free to the countryside.
I want to know who wrote this story and who they pitched it to at KFC headquarters to get this approved for creation.
They probably slipped it in with a vacation request. That's how the LGMs got XR in there.
Signed
You are
by-
so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Oh, I didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry, he knows his way home. You attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right.
What a horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut. Okay, that's what I just said.
Being a good friend, Miriam attempts to cover for you.
Oh, ooh woo. Just gets really nervous around people they like.
Screw you.
Nice cover! You know, that was basically the cover that people gave me in life, so I relate to this situation.
Goodness.
Not helping.
I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night.
It was gruesome. You should have seen it. She gives you a wink and a smile as if to say, situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. You know when you, like, destroy everything and then you just smile at the person? Like,
Yep.
I tried!
Alright, I'm sorry.
And with that, Colonel Sanders disappears in the school, leaving you and Miriam to follow. When you enter the classroom, you see your two rivals, Ashlega and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes bad. Experimenting with restricted ingredients bad. What are restricted ingredients?
Cyanide.
Summoning a demon bad. I mean, cyanide could taste pretty good. I heard it tastes like almond. You try to get a peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. What?
Okay then. Nice sip there.
But he sees you coming. Whoa there, little one. I'm not sure you're ready to handle this. Ashlega,
Why don't you make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey?
I'm gonna use that someday.
make like a bee and mind your own wax, honey. That is actually, you know, Ashlega, that one's pretty good.
That one's like.
Act like you're not interested in him, but really try to get and tell him to stop acting immature. Do we confront?
It's up to you.
All right, let's kick their butt. You look at her face.
Oh god, this must have been the wrong decision.
No, that was her face earlier when she was talking about like ruling everything. I don't know. I'm into that grin. You immediately dress the rivals down for their immature behavior.
Culinary school is to be respected. It's kind of nonsense. It's a waste of everybody's time.
Now you've upset them.
Oh, and you're the emperor of
Hucking, aren't you? Or are you? You make the rules? Ooh, that face. Her eyes are red, by the way.
Yeah, I see that.
I'm not sure you get a good meal if it ain't you.
being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache.
And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil.
Goodness.
What? To use a little evil? Finally get a look at what was there hiding. You instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with the spork monster.
That's the same book that I found last night in the quad.
Ashlega immediately elbows Van Van, who hides the book beneath his back.
I don't know what you're talking about. This book is a family heirloom, and its contents are secret.
Saucy. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They've got Pop pinned against the wall, and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth.
We're playing.
Before you can dig in any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Beep, beep. Humans love a good robot.
They're
Clank-
getting better nowadays too.
Clank must be running late. He's in such a hurry that rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Hey! Watch it, you bucket of bolts! This guy has no idea what his voice is. He just, is dying.
You watch how he talked to him. He didn't do anything.
Bzzz, womp. I know exactly what I did.
Who do you think you're talking to? I've never heard such a language, not even from a stand mixer.
Womp womp. You're next. Ho. Clank is slowly just turning into Po-Po. No, your mother was a stand mixer. Bzzz. You're about to see the deepest depths of depravity, maggots. Yeah, we're just stealing Team 4-Star's thing now. Van Van jumps to attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Whoa.
Whoa.
Hot. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me. But I'm not interested in either of them. Ashlega's tone has completely changed in an instant. She bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely you must know this is a ruse, right? Gentlemen, get a hold of yourself. Save it for the arena. At least. Or don't. Honestly, who do I care? I've got lofty career aspirations to focus on.
Maybe I can help you with a business plan?
Just then, Sprinkles arrives to signal the start of the class day. He's panting, which doesn't seem that normal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog.
In case everybody missed it.
I like that triangle in the back,
I know, right?
as well as mathematical equations.
Yeah.
The nice sigma signal over there, symbol, and chicken.
Yep.
Students, please take your seats, Bark.
I apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town, and my tiny legs are very, very tired. But I'm here now, and I hope you're ready to learn. Oh, great. It's like Brian, where he still acts like a dog, but only when he's like a dog thing. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkles regains control of the classroom. Without further ado, we'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. You want to pay attention to this lesson. Truly, you do. Which is why in 1776, at the signing of the Declaration of Independence, woof, it was a chicken who signed their name. But you can't help but daydream about Colonel Sanders, and you miss most of the important parts. When it comes to Sprinkles holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, naturally, this appears to be a sample platter. Which item do you want to sample? A dog biscuit, a shimmering pepper, or a glass of water? Let's do the pepper.
Let's do the pepper.
A brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way, so naturally you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. It glints, so you shove it in your mouth.
Yep.
However, your body's not prepared for the heat. The pepper has triggered an intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever has you tripped through the universe. Goes to student.
My friend. Ooh.
Best guy again?
I'm here to give you an important message. Whoa. You must avenge my dad and fulfill your destiny. All you must do is... I was saying, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Sorry, I think I've still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. I'll work through. To fulfill the prophecy, you must.
You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness.
Oh man!
You come to and everyone is staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention.
We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you. Someday? Come on, it's time for lunch.
Pepper just went extinct. Before anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim. And your rivals make a dramatic announcement.
Today's lunch will be prepared.
Via timed competitive cook-off. I'm Ashley.
I'm James.
Demand they stop wasting everyone's time.
You're on. We gotta take him out.
They have the book,
Yeah, but we have Colonel Sanders.
but they have the book.
But we have Colonel Sanders. There are only two things mightier than life in this world.
There's no guarantee that Colonel Sanders is going to be with you.
True that. Okay.
Is everything competition with you two?
Yes.
Yes!
Well, not with me. I'm on a personal journey to learn to love. To learn to love? Sure, why not? But definitely not to constantly battle. Besides, where's your Pokemon, fools?
Yeah, stop getting your genres crossed. Don't you have some portable monsters to capture or something?
That's glorious. I need to eat if I'm gonna have my energy to sustain. Wait. Yes. I need to eat if I'm going to have the energy to sustain my education and pursue the dreams of being a master chef.
How are any of us supposed to get anywhere for constantly fending off challenges from every know-it-all with an apron?
Oh, dang. He's crying. They're all three crying or acting scared. I don't know who's winning.
I think she's just mad.
Besides, I already brought my own lunch. Ooh, woo, you should have it. It'll give you the energy you need to succeed.
Miriam reaches out and presents a gift to you.
My special grilled cheese and tomato soup with chocolate milk to wash it down and a tartlet for dessert.
That's so cute.
It only takes about 5 seconds to eat Miriam's tiny food, but it's just what you needed for motivation. Oh.
You know what?
Oh no.
Oh no. I've learned enough for today. Let's battle.
Bum 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 bum.
Continue.
Just as things reach a boiling point, Sprinkle steps in. Surely he'll put a stop to this madness. Now, students, please settle down. This is a lunchroom, naughty. Sports in court. Yes, I know my sports. Sports ball is great. Finally, a little sense. You breathe a huge sigh of relief. At least not until we turn on the timer. Just then, a huge light blasts in your face, flashing the words, "Timer ready."
Oh.
That's what I'm talking about. Aruga.
I stand corrected.
If it's a battle you want, it's a battle you'll get. My bestie can best the best of them.
Best believe it.
Oh, God. Wow.
Oh. Oh my.
Hot.
Flip and slip.
Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure. And now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. Oh, God.
With that book of cheats, fool.
you had his chicken and made mashed potatoes and gravy on day 1. And you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. As the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. Boys, wait 200 seconds after turn the heat on. Oh, what temperature does water boil at?
Was it 100 C?
Oh, it's 100 C, right. I bumped the wrong one. Season your chicken. How many herbs and spices say you
11.
use? 11. That's right. All ingredients, but at least you're headed in the right direction. Tail wagging intensifies. Now that you got some basic steps going, it's time to elevate your craft. I promise I actually know. Like, I literally, it was like weird dyslexia where I'm like, Celsius, and then I clicked Fahrenheit. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude.
Gratitude.
You must never take this opportunity for granted if you hope to succeed. Alright, that's just people judging us, like my parents did. Your classmates are rooting for you, but Ashlega is simply stronger and faster, and you better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditated on his advice and draw energy from that place. Now would be a great time at Hearts Angels. Where does it come from? A small town on the shoulder of Rhyme, deep beneath. Small town where big dreams are born. That's right, so you're sure you're not going to miss it. This is all like storytelling cliches. Woo!
Except for the salt.
Try to shout noise in the arena. Focus on your cooking. What is the sound of success? Sizzling.
Sizzling.
What? What do you mean? Those curl sands at the corner of your eye. I believe in you, Uwu. He's actually cheering you on, which could be awesome, except now he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now I can think about is Colonel Sanders riding a horse, shirtless. Oh, it's not going to be shirtless. Oh, God. Colonel Sanders. Desert Island with only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk! Yeah.
Oh, no. I know, right?
You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on challenge? You're falling behind. Exchanging way else. What does it take with crafting fried chicken and delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. And the next station over, Ashlega has already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. Zzz, you messed up. AOL noises. I know, you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes it means sacrificing the personal touch. You might not have any hands, but Uwu does, and a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. There's an easy way, and there's a hard way. You don't get far by going the easy way. When you hear everyone talking, you realize how serious your error was. You immediately shove your hand in the mixer to rescue the dough before it's overmixed. Ooh, no! But you're not. Oh, your hand gets stuck. It's immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. No way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Colonel Sanders shakes his head in shame. What you often find is the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. Wait, life lessons? Everyone stop what you're doing right now. The battle is over.
It can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish.
Sweetheart, look at your hand. You simply can't go on. That's too bad. And here I am with a completed dish ready to serve. Surely that makes me the winner by default. No, it wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Uwu's injury. See Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. But I suppose you should at least tell us what you prepared. Well, because I'm the sweetest, I skipped straight to dessert. Oh, I know what this is. Under this white chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. I was going to ask Uwu to do the honor, but since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring the creamer of delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Dang. Colonel Sanders, if you wouldn't mind lending me a strong, steady hand. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Oh god, I love these things. Inside you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette, atop a slice of honeycomb, ice cream 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry jelly.
Don't look at me when you say that.
Words. Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate sauce. Simplicity is not your strong suit, is it, Ashlega?
Oh, you.
As he places a sauce-covered finger in his lips, Ashlega leans over and whispers something in his ear. A dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Internalize the rage you feel or put yourself between them.
Your turn.
No, it's your turn. I made the last one.
Ah!
I chose the pepper.
Put yourself between.
Put yourself between?
Yes. Maybe you'll die.
Huh?
Maybe you'll die.
You reach out with your apron to wipe the sauce off of his glistening face. Ooh, Colonel Sanders recoils and brushes you back. The goatee wasn't just a fashion statement, it was also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Game over.
Try.
Emily!
You told me to try!
You suck at decision making.
I do. Go back.
How far back are we?
Probably at the beginning of the food battle. We can go through all the correct answers. Yoink.
Let's just do the same things that we did last time so we get the same. Okay, here we go. All right. Celsius, there we go. How have you gotten to school without knowing that? Winner gets to rub my furry belly. Let that enticing offer motivate you.
Yes.
You're going to need special seasoning. You don't know Colonel Sanders, but you have an idea. How many herbs? 11. Tail wagging. Now you got some basic steps to elevate your craft. Which state of mind offers gratitude? Custom review. Ashlega is simply stronger and faster in you if you want to survive. When you were a child, all right. Small hometown where dreams are born. Roo, you try shout noise. Focus on your cooking. What is sound of success? Silence? Silence. Oh, okay. Well, they can't speak. Notice Colonel Sanders out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you. He's actually cheering you on, which could be awesome. So now you can think of as Colonel Sanders. He's blowing you a kiss. Walking along a beach. What do I have to do with crafting? Do. Hand shatters. He makes thingy. He gets it. And internalize the rage. Don't you know to always internalize rage? That way it can forge you into a better person.
Of course. That's how that works.
Your rage burns so intensely within your eyes that they burst into flames. Flames cause your eyebrows to catch fire and turn to ash. They fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Embarrassed and shamed by your poor performance, not to mention your crispy fried brow, you run to the quad to be alone. The beautiful
Your
weather.
eyebrows actually fizzle off?
Yeah, apparently.
Apparently.
The beautiful weather feels like an insult. Inside of you, a storm rages. It's Colonel Sanders. He probably is here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and decided to get married. Dang. Overreaction much. And he won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Try to hide it from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting right now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. We should get that checked out. I liked his face.
I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef.
Failure's a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before?
That's exactly what I think, actually.
Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Wow.
I feel attacked.
Wow. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. I could have written this. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. I was passionate about life. I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but I even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel.
Mules?
Mules.
I didn't know.
People see my delicate ribbon tie, my well-kept beard, and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Sound like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labors, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, he sees something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One thing to remember is that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure. It's honest. It's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. I'll create a new chain of chicken restaurants that'll bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Wait, what?
What?
Wait. Past misdeeds, huh? Just as the moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. It's the Spork Monster!
Porco?
It is I! I know I said I wouldn't be back after the whole fight to the death thing. Maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but I just wanted to say I was wrong to attack you and apologize. I know that it's like having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right?
Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. Also, I want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode.
I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to the school. I wasn't always a spork monster, you see.
I don't believe it. You're human ones? Huh.
Well, no, I was a golden retriever, but I was still a student. Until one day, some mean kids with a magic skill bell book cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed.
Magic spellbook.
Precisely. I'd procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef and shouldn't rely on dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there, Wildavius. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life, Uwu. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Personal invite. Can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out.
Chicken porn everywhere.
Sleeping inside Sanders' home. Surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. What?
It looks like you live in such It looks like you have lived such an exciting life, Colonel Sanders.
Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagineering. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef.
Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with. Trying to find the right balance of flavors and texture. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close.
Colonel Sanders' eyes perks up as he starts to wonder what dish he might be describing.
It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps.
Now I've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret just for you?
I guess reveal it. Trust, right?
You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach out into your lunch bag for a special dish you've been keeping on ice all day.
I present to you my original coleslaw.
The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Luke's hideaway?
Looks, yeah.
Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment.
You fatty.
You could offer to make him more, but he seems like a very sentimental kind of guy.
Sure, why not?
Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment.
You better be back without your clothes, fool.
You realize that now would be a perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate emotions and memories. Tap on item to discover more about the Colonel. This would be where he keeps the secret recipe in the vault. Think for a moment. What number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared?
Sashimi? Sashimi style?
Tap on him to discover more about the Colonel. Take a closer look at a large urn. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but wipe it off. You can read the inscription. So here lies the ashes of all my past careers of business failures.
Poor guy.
Oh, God.
He had a goatee and mustache when he was a
An
baby.
adorable little baby crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure it must be Colonel Sanders himself. Then, that, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle.
Who frames a baby picture of just themselves?
Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of a company they founded, am I right?
Casual call up. Oh. Click that chicken.
Notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't realistic. It's real.
Taxidermy. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive.
The little clipped on chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." What is that? A lock of silver hairs woven through the teeth of the comb. I thought it was like a newspaper.
That's what I thought.
Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver.
Good God. Sell that shit.
A scented candle. Try to pick up and identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar? Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of 69? Ooh. No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's an even longer white block.
Oh no. It's the long white block's older brother.
Gaze in the window across the vast lake, the mountain range beyond. Just then the ghost of student pops up.
Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Wait, what? I've never learned your name. Why would I avenge you?
Oh, God.
I could just tell my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
You open the window and a crack of the ghost. The ghost of student swept out with a breeze. Photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt?
Maybe this is where he discovered one of the secret herbs and spices?
One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders staying with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cherishing them. You look closely, you see there's a short inscription.
My friend Pete is...
You open the door of Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off his hanger and try it on. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant?
Colonel Sanders comes back. Yep.
Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish he's been working on. He wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket. I don't normally loan those out, but it looks good on you. O-C-R-A-P. Crap. The jacket. You forgot to take it off.
You tell him your color?
Okay.
I don't know. If it's tell the truth, make a move. I don't know. This is your turn, actually. I screwed up the last one.
Let's make a big move. Whoa, this is a guy kind of name. Not that we blame you for trying, but still. This pleases me greatly, honestly. I am actually so glad that that led to a game over. Also, it's a dating sim. You can't just say it's a dating sim and expect me not to date a man. You know what I mean?
Do you want a pillow?
I'm good.
Okay.
Again, you can't just expect me not to go for it.
Oh, I'm so hungry now.
Me too.
I'm really hungry. I think everything's closed though.
Might as well get that nice lore, you know what I mean? Because usually though that actually will open up choices in the future.
Mm-hmm. Gotta get everything else too.
Well, usually in these kinds of games, you get that one dialogue choice because you looked at that one thing. So it's like, hey, I'm referencing that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
So we gotta play Detroit Become Human after this.
Yeah, we do.
Tell them you're cold. Let's just tell the truth. You confess. Wait,
I think I've developed feelings for you.
I might be developing feelings for you too, but I'm concerned. I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Ooh. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. The thought of leaving the Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself.
Colonel?
Yes? Ooh woo?
I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful.
I think you're right. We should take things slow. Talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence!
Zzz.
I like how he's a ghost now.
Yeah, really.
You wake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today's the day that could change the rest of your life. Think about the new secret ingredient you just learned about. Long, big, white line. In some jurisdictions,
Oh.
using a long, white, big block on food isn't even legal. But if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Wait, are they saying that KFC has been doing something illegal this whole time?
Sounds like it. KFC, we still love you. Please send us chicken.
I will take your illegal chicken.
Please give illegal chicken.
I will remove the evidence from all of your stores. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges in the room. Everyone's been erupting in the room. It's weird for someone to just emerge. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast. Your mouth waters the sight of it.
Oh, come on, man. I'm hungry.
Here's a sample breakfast I just whipped up. Oh, it's meticulous. This does make me hungry, though.
I'm so hungry. What? There you go.
As everyone's eardrums explode by the mic getting moved.
That's fine. Everybody's fine.
You taste Colonel Sanders' food and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So, would you say that we're the perfect match?
Depending on my choice options.
How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Oh! Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery?
Flattering. You know, I think we might make a great team.
A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. And with the right business partner, I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly.
Yes, because this is the quick thing you're worrying about.
Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School Academy for Learning waits for no one.
He's
So-
probably just assuming that's a no.
So your answer is have an anxiety attack?
He probably just assumed that's a no.
I like how the answer is have an anxiety attack. So this person is me.
I feel that.
You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been?
Yeah.
Because I had one heck of a night. I got laid. I'm desperate to talk to you about it, but I couldn't find you. I got worried that something had happened to you.
It's okay. I was just...
But now it turns out I can finally get you up to speed on the Sega of Miriam.
Sure, but
You'll not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date.
I think I can believe that.
So I'd be partnered up with Clink. He asked me to go out with him. Of course I said, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. Except I am. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Did you say skydiving as if it's the typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. There we go.
And I went on a date too. Back to Colonel Sanders' house. I spent the night with him.
You what, you dirty slut?
Nothing happened, but the emotional connection. Wowzers.
Miriam tells you to move on from this whole Colonel Sanders obsession and focus on school.
Why is it a choice?
If being obsessed with Colonel Sanders is wrong, you don't want to be right. Is that subliminal
Oh,
propaganda?
y'all agree to go your separate ways.
Oh no.
So, perhaps it was good that you didn't tell her the correct ingredient.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from distance they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not grasp the fact.
He doesn't seem like he would grasp the fact.
Because you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious.
Oh, it's great. I'll get you one right away.
I like my swirly with sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
Oh no.
Your thighs are just popping
You
out
can
of
get
those
your
thighs.
swirly dipped too.
Why don't you pick on someone your own size?
Okay,
Fair point.
not
Fair point.
because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides to school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature?
You have a heart.
You got some nerve, Will. Suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse.
You two seem like the type.
I like this.
Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have it.
Clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up.
I'll never give up. Ever.
Colonel Sanders arrives just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Ooh woo, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail winning so hard. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her?
Can't confirm that is indeed the voice that all females use in their heads when something
What?
like this happens.
What?
That really deep voice.
How dare you?
Exactly. Nobody wants to talk about your delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce.
But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? Oh, it's clear you're passionate about how your food is received.
That's a lot of words to say it was bland.
Rat!
Oh, excuse me, Uwu. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. I'm a strong, independent chicken man who don't need no regular man or women, I guess. I have no sexual preference. That's what this game's told me.
He likes chicken.
I like chicken. I like money, apparently. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as we walk into class, Colonel. I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside, Uwu. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashlega for who you know she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that Interaction with Ashlega. You take out the spellbook you recover yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa! What's that book? It looks like bad news.
Oh, that's me. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some type of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff.
A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it really powerful?
I can think of one surefire way to find out.
You open a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. Oh. Oh god, you're going to kill everyone.
I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam.
That is way drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooting in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger. Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you and a pretty good excuse to try it out.
No.
No?
No.
Take your friend's advice, put the book away. It's almost time for class. Apparently dark magic is something that you don't just play with.
No.
Springel's already in the classroom waiting for students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry, especially with Sprinkles.
Dogs can be rather unpredictable.
We should probably give him some food. Is he dying?
Might want to see what happens.
Do we just want to see what happens?
Yeah.
Sprinkles stops in his tracks, focused on the window. The room is deadly silent. When he follows gaze, you see a tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom. He begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel outside.
Terrence! I told you never to come back here, Terrence! I'll destroy you, Terrence!
Sprinkles is barking ferociously, drool flying off of his face. The squirrel looks over, but he doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence?
You better not show your chubby cheeks ever around here ever again, Terrence!
After Sprinkles is satisfied his presence has been felt not only by Terrence, but any other squirrel in hearing distance, he returns to his professorial tone. I apologize for the outbursts. It actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Uwu, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see, before we go any further, Miriam's love drama spills out into the class. Sprinkles interrupted by words and sparks coming from the back room. I told you to save it for after class. You think I want to be thrown from a plane, strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but we still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. Whirr. But no, you had to show off to your cool friends, Jeff and Joanne, J and J forever. Watch us form a triangle midair while as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, you know. Bzzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. Beeper. And take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Ooh. Sad beep. Screams and sad beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. I have died.
Oh my.
No amount of season is going to make me want to eat that, Clank.
Clank bursts out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from.
In terms of deep fried footwear, I guess it looks okay.
Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be left alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast Apollo over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. We mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition, showdown, challenge, exam, trademark. That is nice. I appreciate the trademark. I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you in the arena! Before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk.
Hey, Miriam, are you okay?
Okay, I'm so mad I couldn't even smash, or I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke. Even if the source of her frustration is a silly boy. Such a silly, silly boy.
I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City.
The carpool lane. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. Hold on a moment, half wind. Quartermast. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me?
Of course not. Well, maybe sort of, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a ranch big enough for the both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow.
Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should have really reviewed for my menu for today. It's going to be a very special soup.
And I bet that Professor Doug's gonna love it up.
So all I'm hearing is that you're going to take Miriam with you to romance Colonel Sanders?
Threesome?
Yeah?
Yeah?
Nice.
Nice.
While you're pep talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. Decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, and a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van's supposed man-man and his eviler counterpart, Ashlega. As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of recipe you've been working on. Uwu's famous chicken pot pie. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, also, you're practicing for months, and you're out of school for 3 days.
Yeah.
Huh. Your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Uwu, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam.
Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing success. I'm looking at my station and picturing victory.
The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who's hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but the decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. I mean, you shouldn't ignore anything in a oven.
I would fess up, yeah. Okay, you got me. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing.
I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. If that's not the most southern thing I've ever had to read, I don't know what is. That's an oddly specific distance, but you expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man.
You know it's a pot pie just from the smell?
Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all butter crust. My nose is telling me something else.
Oh no, is it burning?
Haha, no. I can smell it was made with a heaping amount of TLC.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't boil it out.
I should probably do that then.
The moment of truth.
Wow.
Oh, that looks good.
It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. Ken, where do you get the cane from?
Exactly.
There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
I'm just saying. The amount of epicness behind everything. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules. That is, except to cook everything you've got, Bark. You step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus pot pie you've been practicing are just the dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Meanwhile, both Van Van and Ashlega are prepping wildly elaborate dishes per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, and he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, rice reserved, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out a really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air.
What?
Egg wash! Miriam furiously injects ingredients into an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Buster Blaster! Van Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open the sea urchin. Oh no! No!
Ooh, let's rock and roid!
Nice. Ashlega scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula!
Glorious.
Even Clank gets in on it. 5 dial pleasure point, chicken cooking, why? What are you doing? Cooking technique. Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity, as was foretold. We mustn't let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all. Self-destruct. Van Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. It became self-aware. As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashlega has her spell book out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own. You're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic?
It's your turn.
Do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've
Got passion!
I'm gonna do it the hard way.
Yeah, you know you like it hard. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you, ooh woo. Colonel Sanders saying ooh woo. Miriam notices too.
And I've always believed in you, Uwu, since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever.
You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station cheering for you.
Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who's cooking?
Tiny food, short cook time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you.
Oh, that's sweet, but
Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles.
It's the secret ingredient.
However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get Eye of Newt from? The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster.
there's 2 spark monsters. Steve, wait, what happened to Borko? You're not here to battle me, are you?
We Spork Monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright.
He has the same battle scars. Just saying.
Oh, hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids, your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out?
I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind?
Steve, the Spork Monster, notices they've gotten the Grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscrossed some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh?
Yeah, I guess sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water?
Oh, I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little Spork pup back in the old country. You can feel Spork Monster winding up to tell you a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there.
Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition.
I understand. It's the kind of like the time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up, you toss a serious stare at Steve and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know if you could ever win. Give up or summon extra power from deep down within yourself.
I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win.
Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. That Haman energy.
My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for Yes, ooh, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me.
The power you've been summoning immediately fades back out.
You interrupted my inspiring monologue. Sorry. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery.
You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would have been super useful while you were powering up your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. But don't worry, dear Uwu. You may have suffered some setbacks, but not all is not lost. The rest of your fortitude, Colonel Sender decides that you have earned his support. I've been watching you today and must say I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking with your feet and rolling with your punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it.
Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What happened to you? What about the rules?
Following rules never really been my thing. I follow my heart.
There's no rules either.
What a guy.
Narrator though.
Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you ever laid your eyes on. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts.
Are you suggesting?
If we combine forces, we can perform the perfect food union.
Time's up.
Odd that you used the word union there.
Mm-hmm.
You southerner.
You southerner.
Time's up, students! With time expired, it's the moment everyone's been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes.
God, I'm so hungry.
A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop, clink! From off screen, you hear a pure innocent giggle that can only come from one student.
I'm flying. It sounds like he's coming from that broom closet over there.
Miriam, would you mind? Inside the closet, you see Pop hanging on from a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Pop, get down from there right now.
Let me guess. Did Van Van have something to do with this?
When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse?
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
It looks like Pop is eliminated from the challenge, seeing as he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCS AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks? Clink! Where did that pressure cooker roll off to? Wait to hear a signature word beep or other onomatopoeia, but there's none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please collect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wow, 3 whole days long. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Nice.
Yes.
Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I made tender udon noodles and savory soup.
Oh, that's adorable.
My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny narutomaki I spy afloat in its itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, Chief.
Chef, you dummy.
Please, call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name.
Yes, Sprinkles, and some green tea is made from baby tea leaves I picked myself.
Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime! Would anyone else like a taste? Oh, come on, I'm not one of those dogs who hasn't flossed. I have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal's been devoured. Not that it took much, it was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+, rarely do I see a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. There you go.
Thank you, Uwu, for helping me to believe in myself.
Van Van, you're up.
Now describe your dish.
I made uni over smooth egg custard and an Axion urchin shell topped with caviar.
Oh my.
That's actually looks pretty good. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is my kind of brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sift the uni, but he can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it radically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof! Please be gentle with my cuisine! Grrr. Finally, Sprinkles calls on tongue first, but can't get past all the needles. He reels back if his tongue is poked and prodded. Youch! My tongue! Professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. I can't eat this. It keeps poking my tongue. Disqualified.
A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat?
Dejected Van Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified?
For glamour.
Don't discount complicity.
This is the last you've heard of me.
Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk. I know, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Next student, Ashlega. It's time for you to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight with rosewater syrup topped with a French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Ooh.
Oh my.
Oh my.
That presentation though.
That is an amazing presentation. That's actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I ask that you refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't. Oh wait, sorry. I thought
Don't
it
eat
was
the
a dog.
food at a cooking school?
Got toast in your eyes or in your ears or something? Ooh woo. I told you, it's a display piece. Ashleia, I must say, it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yes, which is why I cooked it. I did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I would have gone to the College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I suppose you could smell it if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified. I mean, you could just eat it. I mean, Rage overtakes Ashlega, and she cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you. Like a Korean joint. And with that, Ashlega storms off to re-educate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. This is the last you've heard of me either. If the class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, stand up together. Two chefs.
What began as a delicious mac and cheese
Has become something else. Oh.
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 Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Oh god.
Why?
Oh yes.
Tell me if that's on KFC's menu. I think I know. Like,
Oh please.
marketing's working. I know this is one big ad, but it's working.
KFC, please.
KFC, please sponsor us. We will say good
Please.
things about you. Always.
Always.
He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh. I don't have a good feeling about this. Who is I? Is the narrator in your head? From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you gave me this thing. It completely blown me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I've never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced.
He's 7 years old.
It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class. You pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. You win. Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive that Van Van and Ashlega are drawn back in by its magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There are supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be any better than this one? Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment, to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as a site of the school's graduation dance. Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house. Woo, 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 woo. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks. Van Van and Ashlega tell everyone that they've committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were villains. Oh my god. Can we talk about Van Van for a moment, though? No midriff? Okay, none of them have a midriff. That is a fashion statement.
Mm-hmm.
For a moment, you actually believe them. None of their haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws.
What even? I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me.
Oh.
You followed Sanders and the main character to Sanders' house.
Oh,
Broke into
amusing.
the house. And now that everyone is together.
It's the Spork monster. He's totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork monster is no more. From now on, I prefer that everyone refer to me by a new name. Party Monster. Student tries to finish what he say, but everyone's too wrapped up talking to Spork. Sorry. Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's going to do great. A red carpet rolls off across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an interest? It's Pop. He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat. A
Crown?
crown? Welcome back, Pop. I know you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had to mail directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean.
Oh, now I get it.
And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the chancellor of such and such. Nice. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking electrical hissing. It's Clank who has arrived late to the dance. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Well, he's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank, and I am not from this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. What?
Nani?
Nani.
That was my line, by the way.
No, I was just saying Nani for my other thing.
Nani?
Oh. It said what, and then you said what. I actually feel like I knew it this whole time. Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I've just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank.
Oof.
You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. I understand. Humans are weird. Portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives with the rose petals. Howdy, classmates. Ooh, that is...
That leaning tower, though.
Is that an innuendo? Just like the first day you met him, he has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. It's time for a full meal. Oh.
Nancy, please.
Oh.
I'm so hungry. I want to order KFC tomorrow. You good?
I mean, you know what? It's weird. We just sat through essentially a 3-hour advertisement and it worked.
It worked so well.
I know,
It worked so stupidly well.
Yeah, I'm actually hungry for KFC.
KFC,
Actually,
please sponsor
I
us.
have been craving their biscuits.
I want the mashed potato. Actually, yeah, their biscuits are really good.
Their biscuits are pretty great.
There's
Mashed potatoes, alright. Don't get me wrong.
The one chain that I had in New York, the mashed potatoes are really good.
Mm.
So I think over here it's just different mashed potatoes. Because I wasn't impressed by the potatoes over here.
I haven't
But,
had the potatoes. I haven't had anything from here actually. It's a shocker.
I did not get to.
I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. The end? None.
KFC, please sponsor us.
No, it's not the end. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sander finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Ooh woo, what are you doing sitting all alone?
Oh, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance.
Yeah, because you're totally smooth in these situations.
Oh,
I
no,
wonder,
I'm not.
might you tell me, what are the qualities that you expect to find in such a lucky person?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. Spicy must, tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy.
Academia.
Academy for learning. My brain wouldn't process the word. I was like, academy.
You too hyped? Oh, the Japanese premiere was today. So that means the
Academy.
episodes start rolling out here.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
Sweet. And it was like Academy. I couldn't
It
do
is
it.
truly my lucky day. Would you dance with me?
Yeah, I would love to.
As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be glad to spend it together with you, Uwu.
Sweet. We'll be working together and play together. Oh my.
Colonel Sanders
They're gonna
stops
have
dead in his
chicken nuggets
tracks.
together, aren't they?
Work together? Well, I think it's something I'll just need to do by myself.
But who will help you run your restaurants?
I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time in school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Could it be you found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef? Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur?
I suppose I could enroll at a pastry school.
Oh, my dear Uwu, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually. And along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end.
So
Wait, did we fail?
So basically, Colonel Sanders says that yes, we can chill with him still.
So we're chilling with him, but
we're
we're
not worthy enough to be with him.
What did we mess up?
I don't know.
Like, what was the... I refuse to believe that we have messed up to the...
Also, it's animation though. Someone spent a lot of time on this. But it looks so good.
I'm... Did we mess up?
Did we?
Have we failed to earn his love and respect? I don't want to look up a better ending, but like...
I'll look it up. I won't tell you anything about it.
Okay, because I might have to run through this another time to try to get the best ending. But that was overall, good game. You know what? You win this round, KFC.
True ending. So there is a true ending.
All right, everyone. Thanks for watching. We're gonna be done now. Bye. You want to say bye? Bye. And
Bye.
remember, gonna want my nuggets in your mouth.